everybody. My name is Dr. Arinola Dada, and I'm going to take a minute to talk to people about how to prepare for your first rheumatology appointment, right? So your primary care doctor has maybe done some blood tests, or you had some concerns and your doctor said, hey, let me have you see the rheumatologist. So a rheumatologist is a doctor that looks at your immune system and your joints and tries to figure out what could be causing some of your symptoms and tries to help you towards a healthier life, right? So my name is Dr. Arinola Dada. I help people with autoimmune diseases and joint pain become pain-free and get their immune system back on track. So I'm going to tell you how to prepare for your rheumatology appointment, okay? So the first thing that would be helpful is keeping a symptom log. So you want to try to be as specific as possible. You want to describe which joints are hurting. You want to know if there's swelling, if there's a rash, circumstances that make it better, circumstances that make it worse, and you know, what and how has the symptom impacted your life, right? Because those are not things that your doctor would necessarily know. Like your doctor may say, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the pain? Just the pain is 1 out of 10 today. It doesn't mean throughout last week when you were limping around with a pain 9 out of 10, right? You don't want to do that. You don't tell your doctor about it, right? So I think if you are able to provide that history to your doctor, then your doctor would have the information that they need. Next thing is, take a list of your medications. If you're not taking any medications, fine. But if you are taking medications, although you're not there to talk about your blood pressure, it's important that your rheumatologist knows what medications you are on already. Printing out, bringing or having your primary care doctor send your medical records is also important, because your medical history, surprisingly, like for instance, if you had diarrhea and Crohn's disease and then you develop joint pains, there actually is a relationship between those things that you may not be aware of. So having your medical history available for your rheumatologist to review is very important to kind of move in, making sure that you get the right diagnosis. And then the fourth thing that I think is very helpful is, if available, not a bad idea to take someone you trust, right? A lot of times people have a lot of anxiety. Maybe a blood test has been done and there's a concern, there's a positive ANA test. You use the Dr. Google and Dr. Google tells you, well, it's lupus. And so then you're worried, oh my goodness, what's going to happen to me? And with all that anxiety, when your doctor is talking to you, you may not be able to absorb all the facts, right? So asking questions helps, but if you also have a trusted friend or family member that can come with you, be that extra pair of ears, then I think that's something that would be helpful as a tool for you to kind of just recap and just kind of be able to assist you in being a partner towards a healthier you. So hopefully these 4 points have been helpful. My name is Dr. Arinola Dada. If you are in the greater Seattle area, look us up and we'll help you towards a healthier you. Take good care.